Hey guys, what's up? It's iFlynn here, and in today's video, I'm going to be teaching you guys the top 5 most efficient credit farms in Warframe right now. Everyone needs credits. You need them to be able to do basically everything in Warframe, from crafting new gear and even trading. Most players run out of credits faster than they can even blink. These 5 methods are designed to be accessible for different types of players at different points in the game, as some require a lot of setup and others requiring basically none. I'm going to break down the setups, the builds, and the exact steps that you need to take to become a rich millionaire in Warframe credit terms. Let's jump right into it. In our number 5 slot, we have a very newer player-friendly method of grinding for credits. This isn't the most efficient way of farming credits by any means, but it's ideal for newer players as you're going to get much more than just credits. We're talking about Railjack Voidstorm missions. The cool thing about this is that you don't even need to own a Railjack yourself to access this. The only barrier to entry is that you have an Archwing, which is awarded to you after the Archwing quest, so that's quite early in the game. This method is going to average you roughly anywhere between 8,000 and 20,000 credits per minute, depending on the mission type, and that's of course without boosters. So all we have to do is press the Empyrean icon while in our navigation, select the little flame icon to view all of the active Voidstorm missions. Ideally, we want to select a skirmish one because that one is the fastest. We pick any relic that we want to open up to get a prime part that we want, and then we complete the mission as normal, and voila. You get not just credits, but a ton of different rewards. From this, you're going to get, of course, the credits, some endo, some mods, end of mission rewards like holo keys or Sevagoth blueprints, and then of course Railjack intrinsics too. Credits are important because, well, they're credits and that's what you're watching this video for, but endo is used in upgrading mods. Mods are simply just that, mods we need to upgrade our equipment, and then those end of mission rewards like the holo keys and Sevagoth parts, that's stuff that you're going to want to engage with later on in your Warframe playthrough. Railjack intrinsics is basically Railjack's XP. You're going to need a ton of those to increase your Railjack's capabilities and also increase your mastery rank. So this is by no means an amazing credit farm. This is just something that you can do as a brand new player to pad out your inventory a bit so you're more prepared moving forward into Warframe's late game. But if you do want to focus on farming just credits specifically, well, you're going to need to progress a little bit more into the star chart to reach our number 4 on the list, the Index, or at least the Index run suboptimally. The Index is a unique corpus game mode found only on Neptune. You need to invest a certain amount of credits into the Index before you can actually play it, and depending on how much you invest determines the payout and the difficulty of the game mode. The Index averages roughly around 28,000 credits per minute. You want to jump into this game mode with a Warframe that you're comfortable playing. It isn't too difficult, just make sure that you bring a weapon that's modded with magnetic damage so you don't struggle to take down the enemies. Once you kill an enemy, you want to pick up the little green coins that they drop and then run them into the enemy's spawn point. That is what's going to score you points. Just rinse and repeat that process until the mission is completed and enjoy your credit payout at the end. This is the method that I'd recommend if you're just jumping back into the game and you want to try out some new weapons or a Warframe without necessarily investing too much into the story. But if you are someone who's completed all of the main story quests in Warframe, well, the next method is unlocked just after the Hex quest. Now, the next 3 methods are going to vary in their effectiveness depending on potentially the gear that you have access to or how skilled you are at certain activities. You could pick any one of these top 3 methods and become a rich millionaire in no time. The 3 of them are that good, we're really splitting hairs here trying to pick the best out of the 3 of them. The number 3 method is farming tech rot safes. This happens to be my favorite because it's the most brain off method of all of the methods on this list, and you get a ton of stuff from doing it. That being said, there are 3 requirements. So you need to have a Chroma Warframe, a companion equipped with the Prosperous Retriever mod, and a set of air support charges equipped with the Parallax Ship's Orkin Eye ability. All we have to do is load into a Hex capture bounty, find Kalemos the cat, protect them and let them do their thing, kill the Legacite as soon as it spawns in, then pop your air support charge to scan the area to find this blue key, otherwise known as a biocode. Now, this key is always going to spawn close to the tech rot safe, so it should be marked for you. Cast Chroma's 4th ability, Effigy, before opening the safe, and just like that, you're going to have earned like something like 200,000 credits in no time. Complete the bounty, extract, and you'll come out of the mission at least 200,000 richer, possibly with a relic, possibly with bonus endo, and you're also going to have gained some standing towards the Hex Syndicate. This is genuinely the easiest and one of the most profitable methods of farming credits and more in Warframe to date. In my number 2 slot, I've got an automated method of farming the index. For this, you're going to have to complete it the Sacrifice, have an Excal Umbra modded like this, and a Phantasma Prime modded like this. You need to load into either a relay or your clan's dojo to load the index so you get a specific map. And then what you have to do is travel to this specific area, jump into your operator equipped with the Vazarin focus skill tree so you can keep your Umbra alive. Then you want to aim exactly at the same spot that I'm aiming at in the footage to manipulate the enemy spawns and make Excal Umbra auto kill them as they spawn in. This is basically just the index, but instead of running around and killing the enemies, you're spawn killing them so it goes faster. If you're lucky, the specters that you get are going to pick up the little coins and score the points for you, but relying on these can be pretty inconsistent. So to avoid getting an AFK timer, what I recommend doing is just picking up and scoring some on your own. And hopefully it goes without saying, but this method can only be done solo. Think of it kind of like a semi-AFK way of farming a ton of credits. Now we're moving on from a semi-AFK method to a try-hard super sweaty method. This is definitely the most profitable way of farming credits in Warframe, but it's also my least favorite as it's the least chill. We're talking about none other than Profit Taker. If all of the stars align and you have every buff working for you under the sun, we're talking Chroma's Effigy buff, a credit booster, Prosperous Retriever, a double credit weekend booster, a credit blessing, and even a damage blessing, then there's the potential that you can take down the Profit Taker and get like 2 million credits in like 3 minutes. Now, of course, without all of the boosters and without all the buffs, you're going to be earning a lot less than that. But if you're good at Profit Taker and you can score between like 2-minute and 4-minute runs, this is still the most profitable method by far. I'm not going to teach you guys how to do a Profit Taker run in this video because most players won't actually do it or won't enjoy doing it. It is quite a hectic game mode, but if you'd like me to make a Profit Taker speedrun guide in the future, I can definitely do that. Just make sure to like the video and leave a comment saying you want that. On screen now, I'm playing footage from the current world record holder when it comes to Profit Taker speedrunning, Endrix_OW. Go check out his channel for a bunch of cool Warframe speedrun content. This Profit Taker run is only taking him a total of 48 seconds. This guy is probably the Jeff Bezos of Warframe credits. For most players, my honest recommendation would be to complete the Hex quest so you can gain access to the Hex bounties, so then you can open up the Tech Rot safes. Not only are you getting a ton of credits, you're getting a ton of relics and potentially endo, and then of course the Syndicate standing every single run, all from one sub 6-minute mission where you can be super lazy. In my opinion, that is so easy and so worthwhile to do. I do also have an honorable mention to include on this list. The problem is that this method is a little bit buggy or inconsistent depending on your mastery rank and hardware. This method was posted by JWF Lab over a year ago, where they used the Secura Electa and Chroma in a Steelpath survival mission, grouping a ton of enemies and killing them with a gas Secura Electa, so they physically drop millions of credits. This method requires you to have good hardware so you can have a high frame rate so many enemies spawn in, but it also requires you to have a Secura Electa. Now the funny thing is, with this weapon, the higher your mastery rank is, the more bonus credits that the enemies are supposed to drop. But the even funnier thing is that at the time of recording this video, if you are LR1 or above, the Secura Electa is actually bugged for you, so you don't get as many bonus credits as you're supposed to. I'm going to have JWF Lab's video linked in the description below if you want to check it out. Over the long term, if you mix up your methods of farming credits and other items in Warframe, you'll eventually have a massive credit bank account, so you'll never have to worry about farming credits ever again. The biggest credit sink for me personally is actually trading with other players and ranking up whatever new prime mods DE decide to put into Barrow's loot table. If you're trading every day, you're probably playing every day as well, so the credits that you lose through trading, you'll probably make back by doing your daily activities like your Hex bounties as one example. So really, what I'm trying to say is, hardcore do any of these methods. Whatever sounds easiest or most fun to you as a newer player, then once you have a credit bank account that you're happy or comfortable with, just play the game as normal and do the other activities that you actually want to do. This way, you're going to avoid getting burnt out on farming credits of all things. Now that you know how to farm credits, and hopefully endo if you watch my last video, why don't you click the video that's on screen now to learn how to take on Kuva Liches as a new Warframe player in 2025. Kuva Liches give you access to powerful Kuva weapons, some of which you're going to need to take part in activities such as the Profit Taker or Arbitrations, so definitely worth a watch. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, leave a like, subscribe for more Warframe content from me, and I'll see you guys in the next video.